Alright, so this brings us to the final sections of the tale. Um, so, what happens now is the soul of Prophet is in 420 pieces. So there's this big, huge tournament like thing, as there's now 420 mini prophets, each having a select percentage of his skills. And so each time they kill each other, they absorb a part of the shard, and so on and so forth. Kind of like the movie Highlander. There can only be one. Well, at the very end, it gets down to a huge, awesome battle between uh, one person who proclaims he works for the prophecy, the other one who proclaims he works for someone else. So it's clear which one is going to be prophet, and which one is going to be a counter prophet, but just using a skill. So it's kind of like a takeover. Well, in the end, the prophecy side wins, but it takes towards the very end of the battle to kind of figure that out, because it looks like the other side's kicking ass, but there's a few surprises in there, and so it's really free range to create new spells and all that, and really duke them at each other with people who are considered unlimited powers, and chunks of the world flying all over the place and all that stuff. And so, when that's done, uh, the world is now finally realizes that magic exists after forgetting so many that because it was being hidden from them. And so, uh, Destiny was reborn a few years before the uh, fights stood taking place. And then Prophet, he starts training his own private militia. And Destiny, on the other hand, is. And so they're all three allied with Guardian. And so, uh, Prophet does make a pact with the demons, and while the angels are being a dick, saying we won't have anything to do with you guys because you're friends with the demons. Why can't we just all get along? Thing. And so, for a while, it looks like they're all going to go on a chase for the orb, because once the orb got put all together, it got absorbed by the earth again, so it's in the center of the earth. Well, as things have it, it doesn't quite work that way, uh, because uh, Prophet's soul was attached to the orb. Uh, the effects of the orb is slowly taking over Prophet, regardless of him having the orb or not. So, eventually, Prophet betrays his own son and guardian, and takes the demons with him, and then takes all his followers and starts recruiting people in the recruiting people to join him as he makes his kingdom in Greenland type place. Well, Destiny then herds everybody up, as many as possible, and moves them away from the control of Prophet. That way, they have the bigger force. So their force outnumbers him like 40 to 1. But Prophet's training is so superior in strength that even when they fight many skirmishes, the losses is for every one person that dies on Prophet's side, they lose like 300 on Destiny's side. So, I mean, it's clear that Destiny's going to lose. So, what he does is he uses the forbidden arts of necromancy, and he brings back the dead from the last 2,000 years. So his force is humongous in size. I mean, monstrous. And still, he has the losing end when it comes, because of this. That's how skilled Prophet's people are at fighting. And the angels refuse to join because they have no issues with the humans. They just want to kill the demons. So they will join in just to kill demons, and that's it. So the angels are a pain in the ass. And so then eventually, the a foreseen day comes which is supposed to be the 24-hour war, the war to end all wars, and both forces march on each other and ready to beat the daylights out of each other. And once again, if you want more details on this, just email me and I can send you the summary that of the attempted make of a book where I filled in the details myself. I'm just giving you guys the very raw version. That way you guys can create your own ideas if you want. Well, in this case, just my mother, unless my mother ends up saying she doesn't want to work on the book. I want my other
friends to help or to do it. Anyways, back to the story. The 24-hour war starts up, and the first hour is just like slaughter. I mean, death everywhere. And so then Guardian sees that this needs to stop because it's just pointless lives dying. So he directly challenges Prophet. Prophet, right by now, is completely insane. I mean, 1,000% insane. You can't get much more insane than he is now. And so those two battle each other, and then you see a very unique type of fighting. Their fighting lasts for literally the 23 hours, and everyone's just watching. Or maybe I got reversed. The battle was 23 hours, and their fight was an hour. Well, anyways, but you know, Prophet's throwing his all in there. Guardian is not taking a single hit because he's warping out of it, but Prophet knows exactly how Guardian's future telling thing works. Goes by statistical math, probability. So if you change up your personality like 1,000 times in a second, it's going to throw something like that off. So throughout the entire time, he keeps twisting who he is, putting Guardian on his edge where Guardian almost starts slipping up. At one point, Guardian miscalculates and takes a blow, and that blow is preceded with like hundreds of other blows, which ultimately makes his defeat. That single blow within 30 seconds after that sends him to his grave. And so then the forces retreat from each other, and from here I created my own little tower where they go to, but basically Destiny, he needs to find the truth of the matter and get help from the outside. So he goes to the tower built by his father to find the secrets of what's going on and why things are the way they are, what it's supposed to accomplish, and how to get to the outside. I did it with portals and all this other stuff, but it's whatever you want. And so then in the very end, there's one final battle at Greenland and that area, and it's then while that battle's going on, there's another battle underneath between Prophet and Destiny, and when those two duke it out, Destiny knows he's no match for Prophet, so he's trying to find that little shred of humanity, the little shred that is not being controlled by the Earth, and eventually he finds it like a second before the Earth is going to annihilate them all because the Earth finally got its energy back, and Prophet destroys the orb, and the world starts to implode, and they all race as fast as they can off the Earth. And that is the general outline of my story. Once again, email me at animeclancy.com if you want to read the type of details that I put into it. And that would be a rough draft, that story that I can email you. So if you're interested, let me know. Otherwise, my mother's going to help me with it, which I'm really happy that she wants to be a part of it. Let's hope she actually ends up liking the story and gets into it.